My name is Brett Jensen, and my entire life I've been naturally curious and wanted to go places and do things most people would never think of doing. That's part of the reason why being a journalist was the perfect job for me. So I've decided to go away from my usual role of interviewing professional athletes and politicians and see what kind of unique people I can meet in different places. But I also wanted to see what kind of unscripted adventures I could find. Romania's Nicolae Ceaușescu is considered to be one of the worst dictators during the Soviet communist era. He took office in 1965 as Secretary General and changed the title to President in 1974. Some estimates have Ceausescu responsible for the death of 2 million people. Some of the deaths were because of execution, while many others were because of starvation that happened because of the famine that occurred during his reign. This is the house that Ceausescu built. The brutal dictator made this the second biggest administrative building in the world. The Pentagon in Washington, D.C. is the biggest. This is also the heaviest building in the world and actually sinks into the ground a little bit every single year. The Parliament Palace is 12 stories high and goes into the ground 8 stories deep. There's a massive nuclear bunker underground, and the word is you can fit up to 20,000 cars in the underground areas. There are about 1,100 rooms, and most of them aren't even used because they don't need them. Then on December 21st, 1989, a rebellion and revolution started happening right in the middle of his speech to thousands of people in a public square. 4 days later on Christmas Day, he and his wife Elena were executed after an impromptu trial. Here's a look at how the rebellion started on live TV.
Doresc de asemenea să adresez mulțumiri inițiatorilor și organizatorilor acestei mari manifestări populare din București, considerând aceasta ca o
All right, so after seeing the house that Ceausescu built, let's go see his grave. During the presentation and the tour of the palace, our guide kept saying that communism is a crime, and the only people that like socialism and communism are people who've never been a part of it. And she went on and kept telling about horrific tales of what happened under Ceausescu's reign of terror for 30, 40 years until it abruptly ended in 1989. And got to stand on his terrace where it all came to a crashing halt. All right, so according to Google Maps, his grave is right around here somewhere. I think it's down this corner. Oh, there it is. All right. Right where Google Maps said it would be. And look at that. People actually put flowers on his gravesite. And his wife Elaine is buried with him. 1989. He did a lot of damage to a lot of people over his reign. How'd you like to be the poor suckers that have to be buried right next to him? So they all died, except for the very bottom one, while he was president and just running amok. So only one person, Hortensia, who died in 2007, she was the only one that got to see freedom. Is it just me, or every time I'm in a graveyard, by the way, which is very rare, I always like to see who's been here the longest. So I've seen someone from the 50s, but most of these look relatively new. Look, there's even a wooden one. 77. Oh, here's a whole family. All right, so 1937. That's the one to beat. No. 82. 81. Got a 41. So I'm about an hour and 25 minutes away from my place by foot, or I can just wander random neighborhoods and see what's around here, or I can get an Uber, head back into Old Town. I don't know if there's any neighborhoods around here. This might be just a business park, so I don't know. Maybe I'll just start walking and see what happens. By the way, Uber, for about a 17-minute ride, $4. Maybe $3. Totally not kidding.